Okay, let's start game. We spent 8 minutes.
Let's game.
Are we all ready? Are we ready to find out what happens? Are we gonna get with? I want to know if we get with Colonel Sanders. I want to get with Colonel Sanders.
Well, you have to play the game to see.
Yeah, we have to continue. We're on day 3, so we're pretty well there. It's only 3 days long, right?
Yeah. This should be the last stream.
Hello.
Just hello. Nice. Okay. Now, for this level. Alright. Here's what it feels like. Here's what it is. It's Colonel Sanders. It's Colonel that he and Ashley are in love. It's like, yeah. I'll say right. I'll do that. I see it. Alright, just this is the end. That's fine. I'm gonna find out. Sorry, that's it. Alright, that's the truth. Alright. Oh.
Alright, we're here.
Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Wait, we slept at Colonel Sanders' house?
Did we?
It seems like it, because we're still here.
Ooh.
Ooh, did we sleep with Colonel Sanders?
Ooh.
Oh god, no, please.
Your thoughts are interrupted with when Colonel Sanders emerges from the room.
Into the room.
It doesn't matter, it's the same thing. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it.
Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
It's miraculous. Whoa. Metaculous. Oh. Whoa. It's marvelous.
It's India.
Whoa!
Okay. Stop that. That's unreal. Get out of here.
You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question.
So, would you say that we're the perfect match?
How presumptuous.
Presumptuous.
It doesn't matter, because I don't care, Luigi Universe.
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
Damn. I thought you was talking about us. You know, I thought we were a thing, Colonel Sanders. I really did. Take him down a peg. Flatter him. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery?
What?
Actually, I would say take him down, because whatever, Ashley tries to flatter him a bunch. And he isn't into that.
Wait, should you actually, critique his...
Well,
what does that mean, critiquing his food?
take him down a peg is critiquing it. Yes.
Wait, I think you would like that more than just saying, oh, everything he does is amazing, because I'm pretty sure he does all the time. This is probably unusual for him. Wouldn't he like that more?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do it.
It's good, but my mom made it. I mean, Colonel Sanders' expression grows serious. I thought he was gonna.
This is why I told you. I know what you're going to say. I need it to be better if I'm going to leave my mark on this world.
A single tear begins to pour in the corner of his eye, and he gazes out the window.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail.
Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confusion by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Shut.
Verge.
I don't care! I'm gonna read it however I want!
You're so bad.
Unable to speak, the only answer you could find is to run out of the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for learning waits for no one.
Academia.
I said academy, what do you mean?
You were gonna say academia.
No, I said academy. You get
almost
home.
Said
No.
academia, though.
I did not. You get home to find something
not.
very
I did not hit
surprising.
her. I did
Your
not.
best friend is there waiting for you.
Crap! Sorry.
Piece of crap.
Wait, where have you been?
I
Because of a night. I can't read. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. What the heck?
You're so loud.
It's okay. I just.
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the sake. Miriam.
Are you okay? Are you okay? You don't sound like it. Sure, but.
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
It was Clank. Clank? His name was Clank, right? Clank. Ooh. I can't.
You know what? You know what happened to Miriam and Clank last night? There's a little clink.
I think I can believe that. Milk?
I think Milk's dead.
Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he's asked me to go out with him.
Whoa.
Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. And I can get to know a little mechanical guy. That was not the right word.
The next time you spell the next time you correct somebody for saying a word wrong, my hand will go so far across this country. I'm gonna search into this country. My arm will stretch until it finds you, so it can pick you up and smack you.
Hold on. I'm gonna give a minute. I'm gonna go shut my window.
Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but something quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
You stumbled on the word talking.
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give MIRIAM time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection wovers.
Wowzers.
I don't care. The amount of care that I have is so small and so tiny that I couldn't care any less.
I think the word you're looking for is minuscule.
Minuscule, yeah.
I just couldn't care any less. MIRIAM tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Wait!
No.
We aren't friends anymore? Oh well. I just noticed how thick Ashley is.
Only just now. Look at her freaking stockings. Look how the skin goes around it. Okay, that's pretty thick.
Yeah. When you arrive at school.
Shut up.
When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that you're picking on Pop. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know he's Pop.
What's swirly? It's something. It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right now.
I'll have some my swirly with sparkles, please.
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles is a dog
Sprinkles.
and a treat.
Sprinkles, not sparkles.
You can get yours swirl and dripped too. I read that wrong.
If Luigi corrects it, I'm going to beat you. Why did you pick on why don't you go pick on someone your own size?
You know, cause
But
she's
you're
thick.
our size.
Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. Have you even seen my balls?
There.
Milk.
There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare to pick on such a gentle, beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Super Senpai, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
But
Ah!
Milk, the next time you moan, I'm going to throw a pitchfork at you.
I don't know.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't take it.
Have it.
You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives. Just as it appears things are going are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Super Senpai, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hand, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delight? Warm, gooey chocolate
Delicate.
sauce. Are you
Delicate.
okay?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Did you
Excuse
hear
me,
what
Super
he said?
Senpai. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine food. See you inside, Super Senpai.
Oh, everyone hates you now.
Oh no, annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Oh my god, no. Whoa! That's that book! It looks like bad news!
It's just something I found lying
What's
around.
that book? I think it's supposed to be what's that book, but like they spelled it
I
wrong.
cannot see it.
No,
It's-
it was spelled that book. But I think it's supposed to be
that book.
which or what's that book?
I don't know. Maybe that's her grammar. To be honest, the characters can say things wrong as well, you know. It's a visual novel. Which is why you shouldn't correct me! It's just something I found lying
It's not
around.
written down.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of,
Grimoire.
A grimoire? Like a book of
Grimoire.
spells? I don't know. He would spend so much time decorating that magic book if it weren't really powerful. Baka.
I can't think of one surefire way to find out. I can only think of one surefire way to find out. You open the
I thought
page.
we weren't friends anymore.
You open a page covered with the Arcane writings. Cast only if cast of extreme emergency. In case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That's way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like, anything else? Not rooted in dark magic, but tie a string around your finger? Maybe like, I don't know.
Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Oh no!
Don't do it.
I don't want to forget about my love, Colonel Sanders, even though he's probably drifting away from me.
Don't do it.
I don't want to do it. What do you think?
Do it.
What do you think?
Don't do it.
Well, Milk's saying don't do it, but yo,
Do it.
what does Luigi Universe have to say?
Oh, it's spazzing.
Oh, I.
The screen's
I'm not gonna
spazzing
say
out
anything.
too.
Yeah, it's spazzing again, by the way.
Oh, so you moved me all the way to Discord on my server, just to tell me that it's spazzing out again.
Right, but
Oh,
here's
it's
the
really
thing. It wasn't doing it every 2 minutes.
Thing is, I really don't care. It's Discord's fault. So Luigi Universe, what do you want to do? Don't cast it?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. Oh no, it's Sprinkles. I hate when he's in the game. You know why?
You have to do
Because I
you
got
have
to
to do the
speak.
voice.
He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. Oh no.
I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on. Woof. But I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. Woof.
His cute little nose
look at
scrunches
you.
up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach to the old homework and give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Yeah.
Or wait to see what happens.
Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched in the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns furl and runs. Yes,
Feral.
I don't care. And runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Yes.
Terrence?
Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence!
Shut up!
Sprinkles is barking furiously. Drool flying. I don't care. Drool flying off of his face.
You'll never want to do a visual novel with me ever again.
No, I won't invite you. I won't invite you next time.
Oh, I'm offended.
The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, if that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You better not show your chubby cheeks here around here ever again. Wolf!
After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but by any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returned to his professional tone.
I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Woof! Thank you, Super Senpai, woof, for reminding me to do. I can't read the words. Oh my God! Reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see?
Before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills out all over the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirls and sparks coming from the back of the room.
I told you to say it. Save it after class.
Zip!
Is
Is Clank gonna be unplugged because of this?
I don't know what's gonna happen.
You think I wanted to be thrown from the plane, strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
Mechanical.
I don't care. The next time you correct me, I'm muting you. That's right, buddy.
Sad.
I'm help
I don't need your help!
you smarter.
But no! You had to show off your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joe, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shapes, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold the hands as you pedal down the mountain up the cliff for all I care.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks.
Beep.
No,
No amount of seasoning is going to make you want to eat that Clank.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, no feet, is not entirely clear where it came from.
Ew.
In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend that they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pale over the final day of school. They broke up over one night? What?
Paul. The Paul.
Over one night they
Well,
broke
that
up.
was
Wow, that's so
unfortunate.
bad. Gosh.
Oh no.
It's spazzing.
Did you mute me?
I wish I
But
did.
we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The
I
final
don't see it yet.
competition.
Hold
Showdown challenge exam.
Hold on, okay.
I'm still working on the title. But thank you. I think you get it. Test time approaches. Oh my god.
Are you okay?
See you all in the arena. Whoa. My voice changed.
Yeah, it did. Before you can get,
Became a freaking cat.
but before you can
The
think
hairball.
about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so mad. I could smash a tiny mug, spill several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. No! Yes! No! How can he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? No!
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her shoe bags. Short bangs! Short bangs! But she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
I
You're
wasn't
not
even
going
paying
to
attention.
saddle up on Colonel Sanders?
No,
Ride
saddle.
off into the sunset without me?
He's gonna saddle up on Colonel Okay, okay, yeah, we're... Of
Okay, so,
course
like-
not. What?
So, like, I wasn't paying attention, so if you ever say anything wrong, I'm looking at Twitter.
Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a really special soup. Yeah, here when it said super, I'm gonna make a soup. In your face.
And I bet that And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. I was like looking at the lines, and then I went and looked at the name. And I just read the name. While you were prep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea for how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the area early to practice.
Can I meet you to milk? Milk? Milk?
No! I just said arena.
You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his evil or counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Super Senpai's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders.
Super Senpai, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you.
Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here to cook something delicious.
You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, you lost a cook-off. It costed you a cook-off.
Cost you,
I just said it! Ah!
no, you said it cost.
I just said it. I just said it right over. I said it right before you did it. I corrected. You have to give me the time. Blah blah.
You said it costed. It was actually it.
I don't care. Ah!
You're using the wrong tense.
Ah! Ah!
You decided that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but the decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it. There's no sound at all.
Yes.
Fess up.
Pass up and practice your dish.
Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards.
That's a bit scary.
That's an oddly specific distance. But
472.6 yards.
you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You know, I was a pot pie. Okay, no, listen, guys, listen. The T is over his outfit, so I couldn't see the T. I can't actually see the T. I'm serious.
No!
I couldn't see the T. I was reading it, I just saw the I couldn't see the T. The T isn't even there.
You also say you know I was a pot pie. It's actually you knew it was a pot pie.
Doesn't matter. I did not see the T. I did not see the T. You know it was a pot
No,
pie
I
from
was a
just the
pot
smell.
pie.
You know, I was a Popeye.
I am a pretty good pie.
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie
Ooh.
with an
Oh,
all butter crust.
I really want KFC right now. Oh.
And my nose is telling me something else.
Oh no. Is it burning?
No, I can smell it was made with a heaping help of TLC. But it's probably, but it'll stop. I can't. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Remember to pull out, kids.
The moment of truth. Wow. Wow, dang. Look at that. You have to say wow, by the way. There you go.
Wait, no, you know what? Instead of me saying wow, I'll just put the anime wow. But like,
Wow, wow, wow. Whoa, whoa.
It's probably the best pot pie I've ever tasted.
You said
It's
probably.
always I see why you hate me. I've always loved country cooking, and I can eat this all day.
I'm just gonna shut up. Oh, my back. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
Oh, it's completely the frozen.
oh, we're it's back. It's back.
Oh,
There are no rules. That is except to cook with everything you got. Wolf,
that is not his voice.
You step up to the cook-off. You step up for the... I can't speak right now. Like my brain is not processing fast enough to read it.
For the cook-off of a lifetime.
I know I was gonna read it. I'm giving context. Gosh. You decided that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes per their usual
Look,
over-the-top
there's a heart on
selves.
her knife. There's a heart on her knife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big doing small.
To go big, going small is the actual thing. Hello?
I'm dying. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices.
Harnessing.
harnessing.
I'm going to like make that like deep fried in the video. Just okay. That's gonna be your own fault when that bleeds your ears.
Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe are fried
I
chicken.
like how it's restricted.
The intensity in this room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air.
Batters.
I said that.
Egg wash!
Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
I can't read the words on the screen because they're too pixelated.
Best friend Blaster... No. Best friend Baster Blaster, that's what she says.
Best friend Blaster...
Now I can read it.
Best friend Blaster Baster!
You said it in the wrong order.
Blaster!
Baster Blaster.
Blaster.
Baster Blaster.
Faster, faster.
Oh my gosh. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin.
Actually, it says penis. Let's rock and roll!
Oh my gosh. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed.
Shallow personality spatula. Spatula.
Even Clank gets in on it. Yeah. Whoa!
5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique.
That's what Clank sounds like. Wait a minute.
He sounds
Wait,
exactly
no,
like
I'm
Van
gonna,
Van.
I'm gonna make it. Hold on. Let me say it again. Oh.
Oh.
Wait,
When
when did Clank
it's
learn how
like
to speak English?
5 dial something. No, I'm gonna. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make myself.
5 dials, Clanky Plow.
I've got it. I got the voice.
Okay. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? Oh.
It's the I can't read that word.
It's the singularity, as was foretold.
Shut the frick up! It's the singularity as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct.
Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena.
Clank!
As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? Wait a minute. Clank! Clank!
Clank's dead. Literally, Van has killed 2 people in this game so far.
You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see how. God dang it! You've got a book.
Block of text.
You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even it's almost certainly evil magic?